7 celebrities who ended up homeless. 1. Sylvester Stallone. Sly came to New York in 1969, full of hope, but he was rejected hundreds of times. For 3 nights, he slept in a bus station. His only companion was his dog, Buttkiss. It got so bad, Sly had to sell him to avoid starving. He bought him back once he got his first check. It was for Rocky. Buttkiss went on to star in the sequel, Rocky II. He even had his own wardrobe. 2. John Drew Barrymore and John Blythe Barrymore. John Drew was Drew Barrymore's father. He was also an actor's son. But John Drew never really achieved fame. After years of struggling on the sidelines, he gave up acting. He started using drugs, ended up homeless, and was arrested. He died of cancer in 2004. John Blythe is Drew Barrymore's half-brother. He had a spotty career in film and TV, mainly appearing in B-movies. He found himself homeless. In 2012, John was put on welfare and lost touch with Drew. 3. Debbie Clark, aka Storm. Clark was one of the American Gladiators. Going under the name of Storm, she performed on the show for 3 years. Then her career ended due to an injury. She worked off jobs, but nothing worked out. Debbie fled an abusive husband and lived on the streets of San Diego. She eventually found shelter, but refuses to speak to the press. 4. Margot Kidder. Kidder played Lois Lane in the Superman franchise. Although not quite an A-lister herself, she was quite popular. Kidder dated Richard Pryor and Pierre Trudeau. Trudeau was the Canadian Prime Minister. The current PM Justin Trudeau is his son. Sadly, Kidder succumbed to paranoid schizophrenia. She refused treatment and dropped off the radar. In 1996, she was found sleeping in a cardboard box in LA. Her front teeth were missing and her hair was hacked off. Luckily, Kidder has found her way out of misery. She spent her later years in Montana with her family and died in 2018. 5. Sugar Ray Williams. Sugar Ray was a bona fide superstar in his heyday. He captained the New York Knicks. He played for the Boston Celtics in the 1985 NBA Finals. Then he dropped off the radar. His NBA pension was an impressive $200,000, but Sugar Ray lost it all in a real estate scam. In 2010, reporters found him sleeping in a car in Florida. He later found a job as a recreation specialist. Sugar Ray died unnoticed in 2013. 6. Bobby Driscoll. Driscoll was one of Disney's first live-action child stars. He served as the animation model for Peter Pan. He even provided the character's voice in the 1953 film. In 1950, he won an Oscar for his role in The Window. Then his life spiraled out of control. Driscoll started using drugs. He died of an overdose at 31. Driscoll was broke and anonymous at the time. His body was found in an abandoned building in New York. He was buried as a John Doe. The body was later identified through fingerprints. 7. Natasha Lyonne. Lyonne rose to fame at a relatively young age. She starred in But I'm a Cheerleader, Slums of Beverly Hills, and American Pie, but her career went off the rails after run-ins with the law. In 2001, Lyonne was arrested for a DUI. In 2004, she was charged with trespass and harassment of a neighbor. She had apparently threatened the neighbor's dog. A year later, Lyonne was hospitalized with hepatitis C. Her friend evicted her from her house. Lyonne ended up in the streets. Luckily, she cleaned up and rebuilt her career.